Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about overcoming your artistic setbacks in order to create masterpieces. So as artists, we've all encountered setbacks before. And if you're listening to this right now and you don't even draw, you're gonna experience setbacks in your life even when you're not an artist. It could be for any number of things, regardless of your profession. But the question you have to ask yourself is, what are you going to do about it once it happens? For example, in 2023, I got laid off from my job, which is one of the main reasons why I started my whole channel up again. But during that time, I knew that the cavalry was not coming for me. Just like so many others that are struggling, because the video game visual effects industry, pretty much the whole tech industry in general, we've just been absolutely hammered the past 2 years. It's been overhauled and destroyed. I wouldn't even say overhauled because that's like a positive way to say it, but it's been upended. Let's just put it that way. And there's a lot of people out there right now that their unemployment is running out. They haven't gotten a job in over a year. And it's not even their fault. It's just crazy out there right now. And that's just one of many types of setbacks that you can have. So today's lesson is about how you can overcome that and what you can do in order to, I guess, weather the storm. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be doing this gnarly little alien sketch here. If you're wondering what this is over there, I gave a lesson on this before. I don't even remember what video that is. I'm just going to kind of leave that in frame just for fun. So you can see the zombie demon while I'm drawing another critter from deep space. I guess it is from deep space. I don't know. I got my candle burning too. It's one of those candles that you get at Target where the wick, you can hear it crackle. I always like that. It is December and it's cold enough to have the fire going in my fireplace, but I don't really want to start that up yet. I just actually bled the radiators, so the whole radiator is filling up with water now, and I have heat in my apartment, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, what the heck am I talking about? Oh yeah, overcoming artistic setbacks. So I just want to give you an example of what might actually happen. J.K. Rowling was a single mom at one point on welfare before she started writing the Harry Potter series. So think about that for a minute. And I believe Stephen King was a janitor before he started writing his crazy books. He was like upper 30s, early 40s. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're like a super duper Stephen King fan or J.K. Rowling fan. But, there's other setbacks too. Let's say you're going through a hardship in your family or a death in your family. Maybe finances aren't all that great. All those are legit, especially anything that really hits you emotionally. I mean, we've all been through some pretty heavy stuff. Some of us are going through it now, and some of us will probably be going through it soon or have gone through it in the past. And it's just a matter of how you pick yourself back up. So opportunities are there for you to learn and grow. When I'm faced with a creative block, I just take a step back and I ask myself, what I can learn from the experience. We're not always creative. Sometimes we just hit a rut and we don't really know how to get out of that rut. And you have to ask yourself again, what am I missing? What am I not doing versus blaming somebody else for them not helping you? All right. So let's say for instance, you're just not putting in the right amount of effort to get good at something, but you keep blaming outside factors of you not being able to achieve that specific thing. Okay, you have to hold yourself accountable for it, and it's hard. It's really, really hard, especially if you know you're good at something, but it just seems like the world is against you. Look, man, we've all been there before. Okay, on a side note, I have no idea what I'm drawing. I haven't even seen The Thing in over a year. It looks like The Thing. I don't even know what that is. Ugh. Okay, let's see where this goes. But anyway, you just got to keep pushing forward when that kind of stuff happens. You can't give up. Okay, you will find ways to turn those setbacks into opportunities for growth and creativity. Easier said than done, though, right? I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you from a YouTube video, and some of you that have no idea who I am are just watching me draw this monster. But I'm also trying to help you overcome anything that you might be going through. I like to give life lessons too. Those of you that have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like I can at least have some wisdom for you to give. One pivotal strategy that I've done over the years, if I've ever had a setback, regardless of what it is just to switch my perspective. It's a mindset, and it's a lot easier said than done. Okay, when you adopt a new mindset, and you'll be able to turn setbacks into stepping stones. That's when you can really get better at what you do, and you can grow from it. Because look, we're not all perfect. Those of you that try to hold your sketching ability to a high standard, listen, you're going to suck, period. It's not going to look good sometimes, and that's okay. Because you got to look at the stuff that isn't good and go, how can I improve? If you're constantly told that you're good, especially at a young age, you're going to have no idea how to handle adversity when you're not that good anymore. Because remember, the saying goes, there's always somebody better than you out there. There is. It's hard to be the best in the world at anything. But, that's kind of getting off into a whole other side tangent there. Okay, so we've asked ourselves what we're missing. And also the other thing is, overcoming the stubbornness of asking yourself, what skills do I need to develop? How can I approach the problem from a different angle? Okay, so let's say that you're broke. All right, if you're broke, it's your fault that you're broke. There's nobody else to blame. Like when I've been broke in the past, it's my fault. I just spend money on dumb stuff that I don't need. And there's other things that I could have been doing in order to not be broke anymore. And I did those things. We all have to do that. So when it comes to drawing, if you feel like you constantly are not good, there's probably something else that you're not doing, but you're kind of ignoring or putting on the back burner. Raise your hand if you want to be a character concept artist and you've failed to study anatomy, so you just keep making up people sketches. It doesn't even have to deal with laziness. It's just you're stubborn. You think that what you know is all you need to know. All right, let's see where this drawing is going here. I'm also trying to give a cool little lesson here to follow too. So this creature that I'm drawing, it's definitely Lovecraftian. So if you're drawing along with me and you're drawing a Lovecraftian type creature with tentacles or whatever, one of the cool things about this style of drawing is you can pretty much put tentacles and teeth anywhere you want and it still looks otherworldly. So we'll see what happens. Putting a lot of claws and everything. It almost looks like a zygote, like a creature zygote or something. Okay, maybe we can put some feet down there. Actually, that'd be pretty nasty, actually. Okay, let's do that. Let's make it like a biped. Oh, I don't know if I messed it up or not. Okay, I might have to zoom out just a little bit, so you'll probably see it on the camera. Okay, there we go. So now you can see it. Okay, so it looks like the arms are actually just these gnarly appendages, and they're pretty sharp. Let's see where it goes. I don't want to stray too far away from today's lesson, so hopefully you're able to just relax, take a step back, and kind of ask yourself, what has been setting you back lately? It could be any number of things. We all go through personal stuff. So the other thing that I want you to notice is when you adopt a mindset, like a mindset shift, you have the power to choose how you respond to setbacks too. So, like I mentioned before, when you just suddenly want to blame outside factors, there is merit to that. Sometimes there are things that are out of your control, but for the most part, it is under our control. I know I'm kind of getting into a broader life lesson here, but when it comes to artwork and always feeling stuck and like you're not getting better at your art, and I'm going to be blunt about this, it's mostly your fault. Just like it was my fault when I wasn't good at environment sketching. So I had to train myself and, have that discipline in order to get better at environment concept art. All right. The other thing is I love drawing with pen. So you can see that I'm drawing with pen now. This is a Bic. Here, let me see. Bic Ultra Round Stick Grip. I have an Amazon store or affiliate link store located right on my channel, so you guys can just jump in there. There's also links in the description below. It takes you straight to my Amazon affiliate link page. It's all of the art supplies that I use on a daily basis. Even my X-Acto pencil sharpener over there on my desk. Let's see if I move this down a little bit. Comment below if you've seen any really good creature movies lately. I know that I still need to see The Substance. I heard that movie was pretty crazy. I've seen Romulus. Loved Romulus. If there's anything else, like an obscure movie that really hasn't gotten a lot of publicity, but it's on Netflix or something, list it below. Oh, and the other thing is, before I forget, you know what time it is. It's time to name this creature. And I ask you, go in the comments and name this creature. I always love reading that stuff too. Get some pretty cool ones. And also some that are so goofy that it's awesome in itself, like Samantha. Does this look like a Samantha? Or maybe a Chuck? I don't know, maybe. All right, so what were we talking about before? We were talking about setbacks. So setbacks can help, and this is really just kind of conclude what I'm talking about. Setbacks can help you. It's just all about how you handle adversity once it actually happens. Because let's face it, we as people, as humans, we don't really grow until stuff goes wrong. If stuff goes right, we just get complacent. And we're not, shifting our views in order to deal with problems. But once we deal with problems, we get so good at shifting our views and getting better at it that those problems don't happen anymore, which then leads you to more happiness. So approach your artwork like that. If you know deep down that you keep hiding hands and feet when you're drawing characters because you suck at it, well, it's time for you to study hands and feet. I remember when I would draw characters, this is like back 7th grade, 8th grade, I would always find a way to hide the feet, and I was basically creating my own setback. I would hide the feet, and then I couldn't see it, or them, and there would be like some kind of mist or rock or other creature down by the feet, and it's like, oh, yep, there's my character, and I knew deep down I was hiding it. This thing is disgusting looking. It's crazy because I haven't drawn any tentacles yet. I just have this crazy array of hands. What in the world? Like in the middle here should be a big mouth, right? There's a mouth right here. There could be another mouth right there. But these are going really quick too. Like these lines. So I'm just going to do that. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but take a step back, look at all your setbacks in your artwork, and just realize that you can turn all the setbacks into masterpieces. You never know what's going to be your masterpiece. For those of you listening right now, ask yourself, and look at your art too, like, do you have that one piece that you're very proud of? Okay. We all pretty much do. We all pretty much have that one piece that we're super proud of. We just executed it with perfection from start to finish. Did you notice that when you were executing that particular artwork, you didn't care about anything else? It kind of just happened. And the artwork that you care a lot about, when you execute it, you get frustrated when it doesn't turn out. It ends up looking like crap. And then what do you want to do? You want to cross it out. You want to scratch it out of your sketchbook. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And I encourage you to look at my other videos where I go over scribbling techniques, the importance of learning how to let your mind go and just have your thoughts flow freely when you're sketching. All of that plays a huge part into overcoming your setbacks. Because you can kind of approach life that same way too. Okay, when things seem down, okay, we all have friends. You might have family. If you don't have friends or family, take up a new hobby. Go out, keep busy, do all of those other things without really thinking too much about them. Just allow yourself to do them. And then all of a sudden your thought processes will change. So when it comes to drawing, try to tie in the life lessons here back to drawing. So when it comes to drawing, you can say like, okay, I know that I need to get better at anatomy, but for some weird reason, I have yet to study anatomy, and I don't know why. It's our brain's way of cautiously approaching new material. We are hardwired to focus on what is wrong versus what is right. You ever notice that? Just turn on your news. Just turn on the news. It's who killed who bombed who, how much money you lost, how much weight you've gained. And it's never, hey, this person saved a puppy, or hey, the sky was beautiful for the past week and a half. Like, nobody cares about that. So when it comes to artwork, it's always like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that. And you're creating your own misery. I hope I'm helping here. I know I can come off as kind of harsh sometimes, but to me, it's a necessary harshness. I feel like that's the only way we're going to learn. All right. When I'm looking at this creature now, I know that definitely a person could fit in this if it was a suit. So it'd probably be good for like a movie prop or something. And I'm just going to keep adding these crazy sharp appendages on the side just because it's so much fun. I'm going to ghost them in over here because the details over here aren't that important. But maybe we can put some smaller ones in here and smaller appendages. We're going to have to differentiate the ones in the front versus the ones in the back so we can add some depth in here. Because remember, I'm using a pen, so I can't shade and add depth perception. Atmospheric perspective by shading like I can with a pencil. It's a little different with ink. So you got to have a slightly lighter hand on this matter. Okay. There are some things that I want to share with you guys before we end this lesson today. One of them is, if you check the links in the description below, there's a couple that I want you to focus on. One is our Discord channel, Creature Design Workshop Discord. It's a Discord where people are joining every single day. It's a bustling community. We learn not only about creature design, but about drawing in general. Okay, we list or collect many different types of references. Like, there's a whole reference cache forum in there. We have personalized sketchbooks that people add to on a daily basis, weekly basis for their own personal scribbles. We have critique forums in there if you want to get better. And we have a lot of different ages in there too. There are people in there that are in their 70s, and there are people in there that are 14 years old. It doesn't matter. We're in there together to learn how to draw, and specifically creatures if you want to get better at that. The other thing that I want to mention is, I teach an online course called Creature Design for Film and Games at Computer Graphics Master Academy, and that link is in the description below and also the first pinned comment. I've been teaching for CGMA for 8 years now, and it's an 8-week course. You learn about the fundamentals of creature design, and it's something that I'm very, very passionate about because I've seen a lot of beginner students go through that course and turn into senior artists and modelers in the industry, and it's just really, really fun and humbling to see. I'm really happy for all of them. The other thing that I want to mention is I run a personalized mentorship. This is where I gear all of the lessons towards you specifically, so no one person has the same type of lesson. My mentorship, if you sign up for it, it's on a rolling basis. So you sign up for it whenever you're ready. Now there is usually a monthly cap that I like to keep, so spots do fill up. And we start by having a consultation to see your short and long-term goals, followed by what companies that you can see yourself working for. And if you just want to be mentored to be better at drawing in general, for marketing, for selling your artwork, advertising, all of that stuff, we can specify it for you. Okay, I teach people how to even do props and environments, just try to pour my knowledge in the game industry into your brains. Okay, so please email me at bobbyrebholz@gmail.com. That is also listed in the pinned comment below, as well as the description. All right, and I want to thank everybody for watching me draw this today. Don't forget to share your own experiences with artistic setbacks in the comments below. I read every single comment, good and bad. So if you're looking for more inspiration and creative guidance, be sure to check out my other videos for more tips and tricks to help you overcome your artistic struggles. I try very hard to approach my lessons at a level-headed, down-to-earth, rational way, because you know me by now. I'm not gimmicky. I barely even edit my videos. I got a candle burning back here. You can hear the lawnmower sometimes out the window. I miss the good old days with me just teaching in a physical classroom and have students around me. I really miss that. So again, comment below. Give a like. Hey, you know what? Subscribe if you want. If you don't want to subscribe to me, that's fine. Hopefully you at least got something out of it. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily call this a masterpiece, but I do want to hear your names that you're going to give this creature. To me, it kind of feels like a fill. I don't know why. It just does. All right. Thanks, everybody. Till next time. Peace.